6 free type thing. Since they were all so tiny, I've always loved miniature things, so that's why I went with like more minimalistic tattoos. So I'm very excited. Some of them did hurt. I know I'm going to be asked that. Some of them did. It was a little painful. Some of them were. But anyways, I'll go ahead and start right here. So I got the word breathe, B-R-E-A-T-H-E, breathe. And I wanted it right here so that I could always see that in the mirror. Like when I look at myself in the mirror or something, I can always see that word and remind myself to breathe. Breathing keeps us alive. It's the most important thing ever. And honestly, I know this is like a joke. Sometimes like people say don't forget to breathe, but it's a true thing. Like if you're like so stressed out sometimes or so overwhelmed, I personally sometimes do forget to breathe. Like I'll just like be holding my breath or something for like longer than I should be, and then I'll realize it and I'll just have to take some deep breaths. I'm sure we've all been there. But yeah, that's why that's so meaningful to me. I just breathe, 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 no matter what. Just keep breathing. Keep smiling, keep breathing, keep going forward. So that means a whole bunch to me, and I'm really glad that I had multiple tattoo ideas in mind the day I went and got this one, because I wanted each one of my tattoos to have a special meaning. So there's that one. We'll skip right over to this one on my shoulder here. So I have this really pretty, super pretty placed quote, this really pretty quote with a little crescent moon on it. And at first I was gonna get it like placed the other way so that the moon would actually be vertical instead of horizontal. You know what I mean? But I thought that the quote looked better this way. So it says, "Love by the moon." So the crescent moon has always been so beautiful to me. I've always wanted a tiny moon tattoo. So I thought that was just really pretty there. I was gonna add some like beauty mark dot freckle tattoos around, but I don't know. I just decided not to for now. I just liked the simplicity of this little one right here. So that was just beautiful. I'll put it closer up so you can see. Love by the moon. So pretty. So pretty. So, okay, we'll go ahead and move on. So this says moon. I know you can't really read the tiny, tiny lines here. And then it has a little baby tiny, tiny crescent moon right there. I thought that was adorable. I always have liked I thought those were always pretty to get tattoos right there on your hand. So, I thought, moon would just be cute and pretty, and I loved it a lot. So yeah, I'm just so excited. Okay, we'll go right into this one. This one is a flower tattoo, and I wanted it there because I wanted to be able to see it a lot. I didn't want to get something like somewhere I wasn't going to be looking a whole lot for this one, because this one is very meaningful. This one I got because it reminded me of the flower bouquet my mom got me for my wedding day, and so I got that for her. And then this, I have another flower bouquet here. That one I thought was so pretty. I'll hold it a little closer so you can see. Sorry about that train in the background, by the way. I'm gonna add more color to this one here, and then I'll talk about its meaning in a future video. But right now I'm not gonna talk about it. It's basically for my grandma, but I'm gonna be adding like birth This one was the most painful though, honestly, the one on my hand. I don't know why. There's like more like tenderness there, more like nerves or whatever, but yeah. And then my arms weren't too bad. This one was obviously like the biggest one that I got that day, so this one took the most time because it was, you know, a little bit bigger than the other ones. This one was big as well, but I didn't really, the time flew by with this one right here, so, you know, I think they're pretty cute. I'd like to get a couple more, like, scattered about every here and there, you know. But yeah, let me know what your favorite tattoo is of mine that I got. If you have any ideas on, like, if I should color them in. I thought about making the moon yellow over here, but I was in too much pain by that time. I was like, you know what? We'll just fill it in another day. We'll just fill it in another day. And they were like, fine, that's totally okay. This one and this one's probably my favorite. Like, I don't know, I go back and forth. I'd say this one though, because it just has the most meaning. So, but anyways, I wanted to tell you guys that this whole video has been an April Fool's joke. So I hope you aren't mad at me. I did fool you, maybe. Some of you probably didn't fall for it because one, you know to be prepared for this day. ASMR artists are notorious for fooling our audience. I woke up this morning and Southern Sounds ASMR had posted a video talking about like quitting ASMR, and my heart dropped until I remembered, oh my gosh, it's April Fool's, isn't it? I always think that in my head when somebody says they're quitting their channel. I check the date. I'm like, before I even open the video, I'm like, okay, is this real? Is this a full joke, an April Fool's joke? It was, thank goodness. Not to ruin her video, I'm sorry. Crap. But she posted it way earlier, so if you're a Southern ASMR Sounds fan, you've already seen it. You've already went and watched it. I'm posting this like 6 hours later, so yeah, anyways, you already know. So I didn't ruin anything too big. It's not like I posted this like 5 minutes after she posted it. Like, could you imagine if I... Okay, never mind. Anyways, so I wanted to talk a little bit about my prank on you guys. I don't have any tattoos currently, like real tattoos. These are all fake. I just put them on probably 20 minutes ago. So, and I didn't have a plan with this. I didn't plan any of the stories for each of the tattoos. I just went with it. I decided to give them each a little meaning, and I'm pretty impressed with my on-the-spot explanations. So, yeah, April Fool's Day it can be a very fun time if you do like wholesome pranks, I'll say. Sorry about that car. But I'm saying, like, you can have a lot of fun on April Fool's Day. Like, if you do simple, wholesome pranks that aren't gonna hurt anybody, I totally like to have fun with April Fool's Day. So, you know. Now, I will answer a couple more questions that I know I'm gonna get. Do I want tattoos? I was telling the truth when I said I always have loved art. I have always loved the idea of, you know, something that you just love to death, like an artistic picture or a quote or something like that. Always being able to have that on you, you know, that's a cool thing. That's pretty cool. And I would like something minimal. I've always been a fan of like miniatures, minimal tattoos. I like the look of those. I don't see myself getting as many as 7 right away. I just like a few to get the point across to myself of like, okay, this represents this, this represents that. I was telling the truth though about maybe getting something here for my mom, like a bouquet, like a flower bouquet, because she did get me this really pretty flower bouquet for my wedding day, and I think that would just be so special, unique, pretty, sweet, and meaningful. I love meaningful tattoos. So this here, I don't think I'd get anything on my chest, like up here by my collarbone. I don't think, just for me. But I did love the story that I told about this, because I do forget to breathe sometimes when I'm like in a rush, in a hurry. I need to remind myself so many times to just slow down and breathe and take it easy and relax. So, you know, that would be a meaningful tattoo for me to get, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. I did love this one. I want a moon, like a moon tattoo. Me and one of my best friends, she has like a ton of tattoos, like they're so cool. But me and her have said before that we would like to get a matching, like little tiny moon, a moon tattoo, together, and it would represent so many different things, of friendship, the fact that I love moons, that's basically it. No, I'm just kidding, I just can't think of it all. I have a little note page, of my tattoo ideas, and like, I have like a dash, and then I wrote like a bunch of things, like what each tattoo would mean, and then I'll save pictures for that one specific tattoo, so that it's not copying something completely, so that it can be kind of like rounded up into its own unique, authentic, one-of-a-kind piece of art. So, you know, I definitely have a few tattoo ideas. I don't know when I'm gonna do that, get one, I mean, but, yeah, at some point I would like to get one. But if you have any other questions about my prank, or like how I pulled it off, no, I'm just kidding. If you have any questions though, like tattoo questions or anything, just leave them in the comments, and I'm excited to read today's comments. I'm excited to see who I pranked, who I fooled, and who caught on right away. I'll be watching. I'll be waiting. But I hope you guys don't get pranked too hard today. I hope you guys have a good, happy April. April is such a beautiful month to celebrate. Spring is finally coming here. Like, I know spring started like, what, a week or two ago, but it hasn't felt like it, at least